Good morning, it's Kale. I am back from an RV trip, a very short one. So let me go ahead and get everything set up. Hopefully the pups don't bark, you know how that goes. Let's see here. So, put some tunes on. And hopefully the volume's okay. Test out that little chat thing. Alright, so yeah, it's working. The font looks so weird. I still haven't figured out how to fix that, so I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll figure it out. So I've got Aquarius out today. I haven't worked on it on a bit. Let me change my eyeglasses so that I can see what I am doing. Now, one thing that's really super exciting. So there's a lady and her company is called like Money Made, MUNIMADE, and she does diamond painting trays. So she's usually really busy. She's a new mother from what I understand. You know, I've been waiting, like you'll go, like she'll post some diamond painting trays and they're gone like within a few hours, if not shorter than that. So I've never been able to order like what I want. So she set up like a waiting list for custom orders. And I would say it probably took maybe about 9 months to a year to get my name finally like called on the list. So, this is what I got. So, look at this. This fabulous, gigantic diamond painting tray. There's her M. Pretty neat. And then I got it customized. It says Kale with a star and a moon. And that's kind of how it looks on the inside. It's real pretty. That's like really pretty. She did a good job. So that was the first one. And then this is the second one. This one's like a purple glitter. Let's see, it says Money Made. Let's see if you can see it. Money Made. And this one has a lid and it's got like a little stopper. I haven't used this one yet. I don't know if I would use the tray, but not the tray, but the top part of it, but this is what it looks like on the inside. And this is the back. This is that stopper thingamabob. I don't know if I use that either, but it's good to have it just in case. So let's test this one out today since I haven't used it yet. It's really pretty. It's glittery purple. I was going to do some work on the Seraphina, but I hadn't been working on Aquarius for a bit, and I do want to finish it. So let me see where I'm at now. I gotta, every time I like switch back over to this diamond painting, I gotta like reset my brain, which is not that easy to do when you're older. So it's like, okay, yeah, simples, right? Because Seraphina doesn't have very many different drill colors, not like this one, and it's much easier to figure out what color goes with which symbol, and then it's like right here on the side. But this one doesn't have that because there's so many colors. So let me see if I can figure out. So either this one or this one. Right. So like my brain is not working. So I know I have lines. This is a line with a circle. And I know that I have all the lines kind of together, like all the line symbols. So let me show you what they look like. Okay. So these are all like, this is one tray. I have a whole nother tray like this, and then a third one that has like a couple of rows. So if you look, they're like, some of them like kind of go together like these. This is like a coffee mug, I got a coffee mug and like a wine glass or champagne martini glass. But like, you know, here's like triangles. This one, like, where is the label for that? I don't know. Here's like a these are circles. I don't know why the cloud's in there. Doesn't go with them. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's an arrow. I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and here's the line with the circle, with the dot. Maybe I need to go back and like maybe try and maybe categorize them a little bit better. So the other one I was looking for is like parentheses, so it's not there, I don't think. And I do need this one for sure. Right, and then the other tray is like this. So I've got like the letters and the numbers, then like these U shapes and more triangles. Like I guess I don't have all the triangles together. The moons, the, you know, crescent moons here. Like this is body. This stuff here is like a person. See the hand. This actually should be there. And I've got like transportation, a boat, and a car. Like this is a trophy, but does that go with anything, right? So I think this is like office, maybe, technology. Because I think that category kind of like over there is like a battery and a plug, camera, satellite dish, another camera. So that's kind of like technology, whatnot over there. So that's that one. So these stupid little arrow things are like, where are they? Right? They're not in, I can't even see. They're not in the third tray, which has kind of like miscellaneous, like off the wall, oddball shapes and symbols, whatever. And it's, you know, like your brain, it's a really interesting exercise in seeing how well your brain can readapt to something that you've been doing on and off for, you know, a year. Because I think it's been a year. And I've looked at these symbols so many times, and like sometimes my brain literally refuses to see a symbol. Like it just won't see it. So that's like really irritating. Oh, and I'm in the process of trying to move some files over to, I moved the whole thing, to a flash drive that I bought because I was kind of running out of space. So I have an external SSD and an internal hard drive. So just moving things around. So then I just got a message from Explorer saying something about the file's too large to move it. And I'm like, what? So I just put fresh wax on here. Turn that down just a tad in here. See how well it does on the bring it down a notch in Streamlabs. So I just put fresh wax on here, so see how well it works. So I went on an RV trip with hubby. We went camping. I guess you call it camping. It's not really camping. Camping is like when you're in a tent. And why won't this pen pick that up? So we took our new RV out just to one of the local state parks. It's pretty close. It's like a, I don't know, maybe like a 45-minute drive. It's like just right down the road. It's real close. But we didn't want to go far from the house because we were testing out the RV. Oh my gosh, this pen. Let me see. Let's switch it up. Let's pull this one out. This one. So that's better. Yeah, sometimes that pen that has the square tip doesn't work that well, even though you're using square drills. It's like, what the heck? So we drove down there. We got the dogs. Let's see. So we got everything packed up in there, because of course there's a kitchen in there, a small kitchen. There's a bathroom, and there's a queen size bed. So you need like all the stuff. You need your clothes, you need your food. And then of course I brought my things to keep me busy and occupied while I'm chilling out. So I brought a small little diamond painting kit and, you know, a tray and a pen and wax. I brought a book to read. I have a crochet project that just stays in there, but I didn't feel like working on it. It was too hot. Yeah, it was really warm. It was in the upper 90s, like 100 degrees. It was terrible. So you have to pack up all the food, the bedding, entertainment. So I had like my iPad. I did bring some embroidery floss to work on one of my cross stitch projects, but I forgot the actual project. So it was like, okay, I can't do that. I'll just go back to diamond painting. And of course we have things like cards and stuff in there. I'm going to scoot this thing down just a little bit if I can without moving everything. Don't be stubborn. There. The AC went on. Yeah, it's just going to be that way. It's just the way it is. Okay, I think that's all of those. Ah! It's like, what? So, got everything packed up. And then the other thing that we always have to kind of be careful with, because a couple of the dogs kind of tend to get a little car sick. And why can't I find this one right here? I don't know. Like, once I want to look for something, it like bothers me in the back of my mind. Like, I'll go get another color and be like, oh, okay, well, I'll just, you know, like, I'll just do that color. But in the back of my mind, my brain is going, why can't you find that color? Like, it's so irritating. Okay, so this is the crescent, one of the crescent moons. Let's see if it'll pick this up. Maybe not. So we got down there. Everything was pretty good. It's a fifth wheel, so it pulls a lot better on the newer truck that we got, which is a 2500 Chevy Silverado. So that one has a stronger, that truck has a stronger engine than the Tundra that we had. Let's see if there's any more crescents. There's a lot of this right here. Oh, that's just so frustrating. And then I'll probably find it when I'm not looking for it, which is how that usually works. So this we have 5, I think there are 5 squares. They could be dots. The other thing is that these symbols, I mean, they're small, so it's hard to see exactly like what's going on. And I'm curious why that one, I wonder if that color that doesn't have the label on it is actually that color. Would that be like, really? Where are the 5 dots? I think they might be little 5 little squares, but I would have to like break out the there it is, the magnifying glass to see. Here's the 5 squares. It's 37.50. Anyhow, so we get down there, and it's, you know, the first time we've really like used the RV. So we couldn't get the trailer off the truck. Like, they wouldn't disconnect at the hitch. And my husband's like, what the hell is going on? And I know that we were kind of sloped on the site, like we weren't like fully level, but I don't think that was it. So we finally got it off of there after several attempts. It was a little stressful, but we weren't yelling at each other, so that was good. It's like, I tried to stay quiet and let him deal with the situation, you know, and just kind of pointed out little things that I would observe here and there, like, you know, you have to go lower to the left or whatever, right? Or he would like pull up to try and disconnect, and I'd be like, no, you're still connected, and kind of give him this the hand thing, like, no, don't do it. So we kind of figured that the hitch needed lubrication, just some grease. So, and then the other thing is, let's see, so I forgot the cross stitch project. I brought the thread, the floss, but not the project. I forgot the dog food, the dry dog food. So, he just ran out to the Walmart, which is like, you know, down the street. It's not, because we were like kind of, we're not in the city, but we're in a suburb, so there's a Walmart there. So we went to the Walmart, and I finished setting things up, and he got the dog food, and he got some grease for the hitch, so that was good. One of the things that when we do it, when we get to the campsite and we actually like get the camper in the correct position on the site, because, you know, normally you're backing in and then you need to like level the RV front to back, side to side, so you get your leveling done, and then he puts the stairs down, and then I go in, bring the dogs, and then start setting everything up. So I bring out like the coffee maker, the toaster, I give the dog some water, start bringing out the decor. So I have like a few like fake plants, because I don't really want to bring live ones. Some things that get hung on the wall, pictures and things like that, and just kind of like set everything up. Make sure like the carpets are out and the bed's all made and everything's ready for the nighttime. And depending on what time we get there, we might have a little bit of chill time before dinner time comes up. So, and then I was kind of like busy figuring out what cabinets, because there's 2 recliners, and then above it are 3 cabinets. And then there's another 2-seater sofa, but there's no cabinet above it. It's on a slide. And then the kitchen has 3 like tall, really tall cabinets. And there's a little, like, I have a little step stool so I can reach up there. And there's like a cabinet above the refrigerator. And it's not a full like residential size refrigerator. It's smaller, so you know, you can't go crazy with the food that you bring. But I spend like my time at the beginning just kind of setting everything up, making it homey, that sort of thing. And then normally then we'll feed the dogs dinner, and then we'll do dinner. And normally we make something ahead of time so we don't have to cook the first night. I hear somebody coming in here. Who is it? It is Lily. She's going to come in and lie down on the bed. So, yeah, so the first night's a little flustering, especially when it's your first trip in your new RV, because you're kind of getting used to how to set everything up, and he has to monitor like the tanks. So you have a black water tank for your poo and pee. Then you got like the gray water, it's like stuff from the sinks, and then you have your fresh water, which we weren't using because they have full hookups there. But he has to like set the water pressure and make sure the water heater's working, make sure the gas is working, the propane for the stove and the oven. He gets all that, like make sure it's all working. Get the AC turned on, make sure the power's all okay, blah, blah, blah. Like he does like all that stuff. And in the meantime, while he's doing all that, I'm just setting everything up inside. So it's kind of like a team effort. I can't imagine having to do all that on my own. I'd be like, oh, hell no. I'm not doing this. So the first night, it was not bad, other than that big hiccup that we had where it didn't want to come off, the hitch didn't want to come off the truck. It was, you know, it was pretty good. The air conditioner, there's 2 air conditioners on that particular model. One's in the living room, one's in the bedroom, and those things freaking work really, really well. I actually had to turn the temperature up. I'm like, it's freezing in here. And I don't like AC anyway, so. So then the other thing is getting used to sleeping not in your bed, right? Oh God, and then I had such a bad sinus headache. I don't know why, but I was laying there and I'm like, you know what? My face is throbbing. This is not good. And when you're in a relatively small, I think it's a 30 feet RV, if you get up, other people hear you. So he heard me get up. I went out to the bathroom, found the meds, because of course I brought all my meds with me. Why are you sticking to my hand? And took a bunch of meds. That's awful. And so because I knew that I was not going to fall asleep right away because I was in so much freaking pain, I just went out in the living room and I closed the bedroom doors because the bedroom has a door on it. So I left the little puppies in with him and I just went out to the living room and kind of just looked at my phone for a little bit, waited for the Tylenol to kick in. And the big girls were out there with me. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to try and fall asleep right here. So I tried to fall asleep on the 2-seater sofa. That was like, I think you can pull it out from the wall and it becomes like a bed. But it's kind of heavy. And I was like, yeah, I'm not making all that noise right now just to sleep on this 2-seater sofa. So I was like, well, let me try and sleep on the recliner. That was fun. So I tossed and turned all night long and woke up tired. I think I got up at like 3. I was like, I can't take it anymore. I'm uncomfortable and I'm still stopped up. So I just woke up and made coffee. I'm just gonna make some freaking coffee. And of course the dogs are like, oh, mom's awake. It's time for her to let us out. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I am not doing that because it's dark. Like you're in the woods. It's like, I mean, we have like we have these 2-foot high metal panels that go underneath the stairs and around in a circle. So underneath the stairs and around in a circle. So when you go down the stairs, like the dog could come down the stairs and they wouldn't be able to run off because they're like gated, right? They're fenced in. And still though, it's like I'm not walking you out there. It's dark and it's actually kind of scary because I can't see. I mean, we have exterior lights, they're blue on the RV, but and then we have a little rope light to provide a little bit of light. Like, you don't want it to be too bright because, you know, you're out in the woods, so you're trying to be like non-suburban. And not that there was anybody like probably who could really see us, I don't think, because those sites there, they have quite a bit of undergrowth between them, and so you can't really see the people next to you. It's actually kind of cool. You have quite a bit of privacy. Well, at least we did on that particular lot or site, whatever. So I was like, nah, just go back to sleep. I'm just making myself a cup of coffee and put the TV on and just, you know, chilled out until hubby woke up, and then we made breakfast. And did that go in there? I don't think so. No. It's sticking to my hand. So we had a good breakfast, and then hubby had to go to a graduation for his mentoree at work. So he was gone for several hours. So I just diamond painted and watched YouTube and just chilled out with the dogs. I didn't need to go outside or anything. It was hot. Yeah, so he did a little bit of fishing. I mostly just stayed at the camper. So he's like, you want to go fishing? I'm like, not really. It just didn't feel like doing it. Normally I would have gone, but I was kind of concerned because, you know, it's the puppy's first trip in the camper, or any trip, or actually the two littlest ones. And I was kind of worried that they would like bark, like spend the whole time barking because we weren't there. And even though it's muffled, you know, you can't like really hear it. You know, I didn't want them disturbing other people. So I was like, you go ahead, go have fun. I'll stay here, keep an eye on the dogs. So we did that until it got hot, too hot to be out there in the sun. And we just took a drive around the campground. Just basically just chilled out. He relaxed. We talked about the RV, you know, kind of reviewing it. What did we think about this? What did we think about that? What did we, you know, what did we forget? How do we like not forget that next time? The setup, the hitch, all that kind of stuff. Just kind of reviewed our process. You know, I wonder what color. This color is the one without the label, and that is not this color, I don't believe. This is like I think it's olive green. Let me check and see. The stream quality is good. Okay. I forgot to check that earlier. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do another attempt to find this. And then if not, I'll try and find this one here. Here it is. Oh my God, I found it. It's not olive green. It's blue. It looks blue. It's dark blue. Oh my God. Okay. What's this one here? This one is a weird symbol. Here it is. It's 3842. And this one is 939. Let's pull this bad boy out. Yeah, it's like a dark blue. And on the canvas, and this is one of the things about this kit that's kind of frustrating. You think you're looking for like a green color label, and it's not green. It's blue. But if you look on the canvas, this color, the way it printed out, it looks green. Like, okay. I think maybe that's why sometimes it takes me a little longer to get, you know, to like make progress on here, because I spend time looking for the color and the symbol, whatever, and it's just time consuming. Now I suppose I could break out, I think I have a piece of paper that has the key on it, and then just put all of the drills in numerical order by, you know, the color number. Maybe that would be faster. I think that's the way I started off. Let me try and do a little... multi-placing. So maybe next time I'll set these up by number and do a session that way and see if I find that I save any time. So let's see, so we left Thursday, we came back Sunday. So it seems like this first trip, because we were like doing the first, you know, trip and making sure that we had everything. Why is this coming off like that? I don't know. We were sort of packing the RV in little bits and pieces, because say like I wanted to order some microfiber towels because they dry real fast, and you're always kind of working with the humidity levels inside the RV, although ours was fine. So, you know, those would come in, and then you bring them out to the RV. Then you bring, like, you know, the condiments, and then you bring, like, this, that, the other, you make the bed, you know, all the... So our first trip was kind of like this kind of staggered packing. But when we got back, it was really, like, I would say... So, let's see. So, we get here to the house, and we bring the dogs in. And then I take them outside... Like I missed one of these. I take them outside, let them go to the bathroom, and then they're just like, yay, we get to run around, because they don't really get to run around inside the RV. It's not, you know, that big. And so they're like running around chasing each other, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, you know, help hubby back it up into the driveway. So I stand behind, you know, by the house, by the garage, and then I kind of help him, you know, direct him in. So I'll be like, okay, go to your left, you know, you got about a foot. And he has a backup camera on it, but, you know, it's nice to have somebody help you. I know that he can do it by himself, but just less time with somebody helping him. So so we do the reverse. So we get there and he unhooks the trailer, levels it, and then opens the stairs, you know, plugs it into the house power to keep the refrigerator running. And then I go in and I bring everything out. Well, not everything. So I bring like the dirty clothes, the bedding, towels, all that kind of stuff. We bring the food, other than like the condiments that are going to stay in there, like ketchup and mustard that we'll use on our next trip. So I don't bring everything. I brought like all my like entertainment stuff, the iPad, dog stuff. You know, he gets his clothes, brings those in. We usually like keep a jacket in there, stuff like that. Like I have a pair of slippers here in the house and a pair out there. So some of the things we do leave out there. I think that's all for this one. And then usually, you know, well, we get in here, we start putting things away in the house, put the food away, so on and so forth. And we usually leave early, fairly early in the morning once it's light. So then I'll give the pups breakfast because they haven't eaten. And then I'll make myself a cup of coffee or whatever. And then Bubby can do whatever he wants to do. We'll just like either chill out the rest of the day or what am I doing? Water the grass. You know, just stuff around the house. And I was going to do laundry, but I was like, no, I don't feel like it. So I just waited to do that on Monday. So that's what I was doing yesterday. I didn't stream. It's just like tired. Because you have to think, you know, I didn't have that first night's sleep was really bad. This is kind of like a cadet blue, like a gray blue. A little bit of green. But overall, it was a good trip. We have a couple more scheduled in the state parks around the area that have lakes. Because, of course, hubby wants to fish. I'll probably go fishing with him next time. I don't know. I think I can leave the dogs alone. But I think I have to do a test. Maybe just like walk out the door, shut the door, and then we just go and stand like where they can't see us. And then start seeing like who's the first one to bark, see if they bark for very long. And I bought a camera that I can actually watch them, so I can spy on them. I can spy on my dogs. And then I think it also has voice. So from the app on my phone, I can like give them a heart attack. I see like Misty like trying to chew on something. I'd be, what are you doing? Scare her. She'd be like, what? Where's mom? I don't see her. Freak her out. Yeah, because that's one of the things that I'm worried about, is that she will chew on something because she's teething. So, and I don't want her to do that, because on the, I think it was the second camper that we had before this one, I think it was Evie, chewed on the wood frame, like the little baseboard part where the dinette was, and kind of took off a piece of the upper level of the laminate. And I was like, what the hell? You're not supposed to be chewing on like the wall. It was kind of like a little wall. So I was kind of pissed about that. And so I'm concerned that Misty will do the same thing. And I don't want her to do that because it's a brand new camper. So I gotta really like, I mean, if I need to, I'll just bring that little fence kennel thing inside and just like make it so she can't reach anything. I'm gonna go down here, this blue. So overall, it wasn't too bad. I kind of wish it wasn't so hot here. Well, I don't kind of wish. I wish it wasn't so hot here in the summer, because when we go there, I would sit outside. Now, we brought a fan, but, you know, it's still hot. And then, like, what am I going to do? Just look at my phone, read a book? My hands are all sweaty. Yeah, you know, There's this one here. So the symbol is like a V with two little dots at the end. Right, so yesterday was laundry and just, you know, finishing putting things away and just relaxing. Took a nap with the dogs. And then today I got, this morning I got all the plants watered. Because of course it hasn't rained. I swear this part of Texas is hell sometimes. I can't even imagine what it's like out west, where you're like truly in like the desert. It's got to be awful. Like, there's no trees. How can anybody live somewhere with no trees? Where did I see the symbol? It's over here somewhere. There's one there. I thought I saw two together, not those. Here. Try and put them in a straight line. So it was nice. So like when you're in the RV, because it's up off the ground, right? Well, not off the ground, but it's like high, right? So when you look out your windows, you literally just see like the leaves from the trees. It's nice. So you feel really like you're in the woods. I think we had neighbors on both sides. In that one site that we were at, we had one come in. I think one was already there. And then we had one come in, I think it was Friday night. They were in a big old Class A. I don't know how they fit that thing in there, but they did. But you can like really see, like you can see like bits and parts of it's in their RV, but you can see like the whole thing because there's like undergrowth there, and you can see it. And then behind the site that we had was the playground, and of course there are no kids at the playground. I didn't even hear. I saw a couple of kids, but they were riding scooters out on the road. So we didn't go look at the playground. Of course, we don't have any kids. But I never saw anything like behind us was all like trees and bushes, undergrowth. Like you can even see the playground. It said on the map that it was behind our site, but I never saw it. You just couldn't see back there. And then we had, I think, a couple people across the street from us. but our RV, the floor plan has the bedroom in the front and the living room in the back. So we were mostly like, you know, and the kitchen and the bathroom are like in the middle. So we were mostly like in the back, not up front. And anyways, the front of the RV doesn't have like a window. It's just solid, so you can't see out that way anyway. So I figured today I'd do some diamond painting, even though I did do diamond painting when I was RVing. And see how folks are doing, check on things online. I did do some gameplay. I played some Caileadair. What is this right here? Like a piece of... Where'd it go? Wax, maybe? You know, I bet you YouTube has no idea what to do with my video on diamond painting when it's live. Because I never see anybody pop in. So I'm sure it doesn't even get, like, discovered, but that's okay. That is fine. I did have people watching the other day when I was streaming on Twitch. On my Gaming with Kale channel, I did have people there watching, giving me good advice, because I was like, what am I doing? So I did manage to do some Caileadair gameplay. I don't think I did any Disney Dreamlight Valley while I was camping. I think just Caileadair. Why don't these things turn over? Cooperate. And let's see what else. Hubby and I were like, what would you think about living in an RV full time? So we're having like this discussion, and I'm going over like pros and cons, and I'm like, well, you know, you don't really have like a yard to take care of unless you have like your RV on a piece of property that you bought, right? You know, look at all these things are upside down. Turn over. There. Really? Seriously? Probably takes like way less time to clean. So there's not like loads of housework. I mean, you still have to do like the basics, you know, the trash and dust and vacuum, clean the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. But you're working with a lot less square footage. I need more of these down here in this corner. So this corner that I'm working on is the lower left-hand corner. So if you look at the image over there, where it's like dark and green, that's what this is here, those leaves. How long have I been going? 49 minutes, that's fine. So what else? So the pros, so yeah, so you don't, less time doing housework, no yard. You know, being out in the woods, that part's nice. I like the woods. You know, being by a lake where you can go fishing or go take a walk. Got trails, you know. But then the cons, it's like you're in pretty close quarters with the other person that you're with, unless you're living by yourself. I'm gonna go down this way. So it can be a bit confining. mean, that's one of the reasons why we got the bigger RV, was because hubby was like tripping out on the space. Like the first one we got, I think was 22 feet, maybe 22 feet. That was the first one. It was small. It actually had like a Murphy bed, like it folded down. It didn't even have the bed out like the whole entire time, because you just couldn't do that. And then he thought he was gonna lose his mind. It's like, there's no space to move around. So he would like he's like, the first few trips that we did with that RV, he was like outside. He just couldn't take it. He's like, I'm too enclosed. And it doesn't bother me. I don't really care. For the most part, I would have to be in there for quite a bit of time before I'd be like, I need to get out. But usually it's because I'm doing something like diamond painting or reading, like I'm not focusing on the lack of space. I'm just doing something else. So that's when we traded in that one for the other one, which was like 26 feet, maybe. It was longer, it's bigger. It had a slide. Like the first one didn't have a slide, so it was just very narrow and very short. And so the second one had a slide on one side, which gave us more room, and it was longer and gave us more room. The bed was like actually down. Was actually down, which was nice. But again, because it was limited space, well, I mean, they're all limited space. All RVs are limited space. It's not like a house. I don't care what anybody says. It's not like a house. But like the bed would be like here, and then like the living room was like right here. I mean, like they were real close, so I could literally sit on the bed and like watch the TV, because it was just a small space, because it only had one slide. I think the slide was on the couch, so the couch moved out, and right across from the couch was the dinette, so there was a little bit of open space there in the middle. Okay, I think that's it for that color. But this one has two slides, so both sides open up, so you definitely get more space in the center. Very nice. And the bedroom is actually like a bedroom with a door. Like you go upstairs and the bathroom's on your left. The bathroom's on your left and the bedroom's up there. But there's like a door. It's like an actual bedroom. It's a separate room. So that part's really nice. Okay, I pulled this from over here. So what do we got going on over here? This part is so confetti. It's killing me. Okay, the triangle. No, it's not a triangle. It's a diamond. Do I know my shapes? No. I think that's the one that I ran out of the color. Dun, 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 dun. Where would I put it? It's literally impossible to see these symbols. Also, I lost some of the labels, like some of the actual sticky labels, and so I had to print out my own. And at that point in time, like my printer was just like, I don't know, either low on ink or something, but awful printout of these colors and symbols. So looking for anything, I mean, really, what I should do is just print them all out again. Like make sure like my printer has fresh ink, and then just print them out again and just redo them all. so that the color that is on this bottle is like the right color. What other one do I need? I need the diamond, which is blue. It's $8.25. And then S, which is with the letters. So let's do S. There's a couple. I mean, I still have, please cooperate with me. I still have quite a bit of work to do on this canvas. These two are stuck together. I'll show you. They're like stuck together. Now they're not. So since I still have plenty to do, I guess I might as well make new labels. But what I'll have to do is, I think I have a full sheet of sticker paper. Just use a full sheet of sticker paper and then just cut them with my paper cutter. And then retape them or reattach them to the bottles again. This thing's all crooked. Why is that sticking up? Okay, any more S's? S's. Why is this crooked? Because I put it down crooked. Any S's? S, are you around? No. Yes. No. That's a 5. I think. It's a number 5. 5 is green. No. That's S. It is right here. Really, I should just take this off, right? I'll just take that off. How did this get down there? Must have done that. Okay, I think that's it for S. S can go away. They're all stuck together. I don't know why. If it's not one thing, it's something else. Okay, this is the one I think that I ran out of this color for some reason. I don't know why. There's a lot of blue at the top. Or maybe they just didn't give me enough, but I don't know. Why are they so rickety in here? Not that I'm really doing like multi-placing, so that's fine. Oh goodness. Okay, so this is the diamond. Diamonds up here, and those didn't even like stick. Come on, you can do it. I think. So let's see, after I'm done with this stream, I think if I have the energy and the concentration ability, which is, you know, that's like a 50-50, like a 50-50 thing, I'll do some paleo gaming. Now, here's the thing. So I'm trying to do some of the main story quests to kind of move things along in that area. I mean, there's other things to do, but in that area. And so there's this quest, and it involves using your glider, which I'm not very good with. So you have to go and you're like looking for these eggs. And I'm like, okay, I missed one of those. Where did I put the, where were they? Where were they? Here. So, there's my spot. So you have to go find these eggs and then put them in this big old nest. So I've managed to get 4. I think there's 10. But here's the deal, like you have to use your glider and you're up in like these cloud islands, and I'm like, are you serious? And you can't really tell kind of like how to get from one to the other. I mean, they have these little it's kind of like a wind tunnel, but without the walls. So it's like a column of air just that will push you up, and then you kind of just glide to wherever you need to be or whatever. So the thing is that if you misjudge your gliding angle of descent and whatever, you just fall. You just keep falling. Like the glider, it doesn't lift you. Like you can't lift with it. If you could lift with it and actually like direct yourself, it would be different. But you can't. At least not that I've discovered how to do it. All I know how to do is open it up and then just go down. And so already I've like failed to get to where I need to be, like to the next little air island or whatever, sky island. It's really irritating. It's like, I didn't really want that in the game, like, you know. And then the other one that I'm working on that I started getting into involves I think it's maybe like fire. It's like a fire temple, and there's like lava, and you have to do this kind of like parkour, climbing, jumping, crossing lava, whatever below you. It's really irritating. I don't like it. And then I think you get to this one part where you have to use your glider to land on a little column that's in the middle of lava. Like, so you have to judge correctly, my hand's sticking, correctly the angle and the landing. You have to stick the landing. And I have a feeling that I'm just going to land in the lava and then have to start over. And it doesn't necessarily, I hear somebody, it doesn't necessarily bring you to where you fell. It brings you back to the beginning, like the entrance of the temple or whatever. That's really irritating. Like, I don't want to keep repeating that. So I got to that point where I was like, and then by that time I was just so over it, I just stopped playing. I was like, I'll have to just come back and mess with this BS another time. I mean, that's not really like why I want to play that game. It's to be like traversing the environment that way. Now, I don't mind running around or doing like a little gliding to like get down from these rocks up here down to this ground down here so you can go hunting or whatever. I don't mind that, but I don't want to do it as a puzzle. I'm not interested in that. And of course, since my hubby is not a gamer, Oh, there's 3 right there. I forgot. Shit. Since he's not a gamer, he's not gonna be like able to help me. Like I can't say to him, "Hey, can you do this? Like just do this part so that I can get through the." Oh, I know why these are all there, because I just took off the tape. That's stupid. What is this? There's something on here. Wax. So anyhow, just like, I'm not a happy camper. I was just getting into like liking the game, and then I was like, let me try these quests. And I'm like, I hate these quests. I mean, like, I improved my garden, I got my levels up, I upgraded my tools, I expanded my house, even though they didn't really have any furniture. So, you know, I was making progress. I went up a couple of levels, leveled my character, you know, got a new outfit, got the little witchy outfit, and was, you know, like, tooling along. Then I get just like face palmed by these quests that are just awful. I wonder if I could like, if I knew somebody, I would like, here's my login. Can you go just do these two quests? Do these 2 quests for me, so I can move forwards with the story. But maybe I'll just have to do the, what do the gamers say to each other? Just get good. But like, really? What if I don't want to be good? Don't you like that? Like that little whining. I just want to decorate my house. So, yeah. I might do that. Maybe I'll play some Dinkum. I do need to finish. I think there's one more thing I want on the Disney Dreamlight Valley Star Path. So I need to do some tasks or duties or whatever to get that last item. I think it still has 30 days. That's fine. At least it's not like a rush job. Can you guys just like stay together? Like, let's start moving. Stay, stay, stay. Okay, let's see. Any other diamonds? Diamonds! The other thing I need to do is my nails after all of that stuff, camping and moving things. I have been watching the news. It's very unfortunate about Trump. It's sad. I think it's so wrong. Nobody needs to be shooting anybody. I'm just so against that kind of violence. I'm not a violent person. I just don't think that's the way to solve problems. Yeah, let's see, this one goes back over there. We'll get to those in a minute. See how well these come out of here. One more. Oh gosh, where'd it go? Look, it went flying. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. Right into the blue section, of course. Okay, so let's go back up here. We've got the I, which is 501. So yeah, so that was sad to see that happen. And people were being nasty about it, of course, because people have no shame, no class, no empathy. You know, it doesn't matter if you don't like him or not. I don't really care for him. You know, well, I don't even know him as a person. But, you know, my initial impressions of him were not favorable. Let's put it that way. And they're sort of changing a little bit, you know, eased them off. I'm not trying, you know, being as judgmental as I was before. Because I don't think I was being very fair. And I have to acknowledge when my own biases and so on and so forth are affecting my opinions and my judgments of things. So, since I'm not dumb and I can admit to myself, well, you know, maybe he's not as bad as you thought he was, type of thing, right? And then turn around and then look at Biden and go, oh yeah, the thing that feeling that you've had for quite some time now that there's something wrong with him, those feelings are actually correct. You know, no fault of his own. I mean, you know, you get old and, you know, that's just a possibility of what happens to you when you age. It's not his fault, you know. Oh shoot, I dropped it. So, yeah, I was watching a bit of that. Trying not to get, you know, too super, what's the word? Like, super invested, I guess you could say. Because, you know, you can drive yourself crazy. Okay, this here is the film 909. You know, and listening to all sides, you know. I don't just listen to one side of things and just kind of seeing how people reacted to all that. And there's a whole broad spectrum of ways that people... I think I put that in the wrong spot. Oh, now I can't get it out. Can I? You know, there's a... I could get the tweezers, but I'm not. There's a, you know, a way for people to react that makes sense, and a way that people react that doesn't make sense. Did I do that right? This was in the wrong spot. I put that in the wrong spot. I'll just put it like that. So yeah, so watched a bit of that. And mostly just wishing that things were different, that things weren't so divisive, that people could disagree with each other without being hateful. You know, and that kind of thinking, that response, that intolerance isn't just in politics. I mean, it's in religion too. You know. Now, I will say that there might be like a few religions out there that are kind of like, you know, ouch. And I definitely do not agree with their beliefs. Or not that I agree with but I think their beliefs are like harmful to humanity as a whole. Let's put it that way. But I also do believe they have the right to believe that. Okay, now I'm going to look for the spaceship, which you would think would be like by transportation technology, right? Travel. Maybe travel. Okay, I see a boat. I see a car. Is this the space? No, this is the spaceship. You know, but if you go on X, you just see this just amazingly painful wave of responses that's just, wow. Like, that person actually said that. They actually, in public, wrote that and hit the send button. You know, and this is why when Elon talks about colonizing Mars and getting humanity, I'm still looking for the spaceship, getting humanity out into space and all that kind of stuff, so we're not all just on one planet. Here we go, 3808. I'm like, you know, I don't know if we're actually evolved enough to handle that responsibly. You know, and even so, like, when I think about, like, you can watch, like, Star Trek, and they have, like, the Vulcans or whatever. You know, well, the Vulcans happen to be nice, so they didn't exterminate us. Right? Let's do that. Come on out of the corner so I can see you. But I just, like, I literally believe that if we went out into space right now and we were like, really? Like in a kind of environment like either Star Trek or even Star Wars, where there were numerous different kinds of peoples, like different beings, you know, little aliens, whatever you want to call them. Can you just come out of there for a second? I believe that we would be harmful to them. Somebody would be. And it would just like basically like ruin everything for humanity, because they're not going to put up with that. Oh, I got quite a few. Let me put them out here. So, I think I did write to Elon about that once on one of his messages where he was talking about going out to Mars. I was like, I don't think we're ready for that. Like, I literally don't think that we're ready for that. We will go out there and we will screw things up. Because somebody's going to kill somebody. Or they're going to steal, you know, those lovely things that humanity does that they shouldn't be doing. And I just think that we just can't handle it yet. We can't even handle our own planet and our own civilization. And just to bring that out into space, into somebody else's civilization, it's almost like a virus, you know, going out into the universe. And you just like, do you really want to do that? Do we want that to be like our legacy? That we went out, we left our own planet and we went out into space, encountered other beings and either killed them, started stealing from them, lied to them, like all of those things. I just think it would be awful. So I think maybe if we got our own house in order before we attempt going out there, it might be a good idea. But how do we do that is the question, right? I mean, some people, you know, they can't even control their own emotions. We're all still like animal brain, or at least fairly close to it. There's a couple over here. A couple of spaceships. I don't know, maybe we'll never get off this planet. Maybe we'll never, you know, manage anything in that direction. Maybe we'll like make it to the moon or to Mars, and then that's it. You ever watch The Expanse? It's like, yeah. There's one there. You know, and then you think about it, it's like if humanity actually like went out there and we screwed over some other beings, and they decided, you know, retribution, or maybe not like harmful type of retribution, but retribution in the sense of now you can't leave your planet. Like, you're not allowed to come out here and play with the rest of us because you're, you know, too immature. And then what would happen? You know, or maybe they would be something like, well, you can only hang out in your own solar system. We're not going to let you go past that. You know, we have like a blockade around your planet. We have a blockade around your solar system. You try and leave here, we're going to shoot your ship down. So, you know, Elon's dream of doing that, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in humanity before we remotely can manage that. And just go read some science fiction where humanity got totally like screwed over by its own actions. Now, I'm not talking about like hostile aliens that just come and just want to kill us, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where we're actively hurting other beings, you know, in some way, shape, or form. Because we're not mature. Because we can't control our emotions, or our greed, or our hate, or our intolerance, our prejudices, and things like that. You know, what if we come across some aliens and we think that they're like really horrible looking? And they look like demons or something, right? But maybe they're like really nice and helpful. I mean, like, how hard is it going to be for people to get over that physical look thing and turn around and be nice to them and not, you know, be judgmental to them? I mean, look at the movie District 9. I mean, you talk about like a heartbreaking movie where we just didn't handle things well, and we were actually treating the aliens, you know, poorly, to say the least. I think maybe I got all of them, maybe. I know where this one is, that symbol there. I think I'm done with the spaceships. The Lost in Space spaceships. No, there's one. I missed one. I spoke too soon. So, like, you're looking down here and you see all this color, and you see like this empty spot there and an empty spot there, and you're like, what is that? Well, I've been going long enough before I lose my mind, but I got a good chunk done. That's good. Refresh my mind again on these freaking symbols. Then I'm going to think about whether I want to change up how they're stored. I don't know. The AC just went on. Okay, where were these? The spaceship should be with... Where was it? I don't even see the empty hole where I pulled it. Okay, I see it here. Okay, so it's by... Okay. So I'll show you where it was. So here's the oil rig. This is the oil rig. That's a camera. That's a speaker, or like a megaphone. There's a phone. So it was with technology. but really this is it's really like travel. So this ring needs to move out of there, and these little, like, they look like paper airplane symbols here. They need to be, they stay together. There's 3 of them, and then this should go here with kind of like transportation, and then this ring let's put, okay, there's body. Let's take this lightning out of here. Let's put this eye. This is an eye. So there's a face, a body, okay, and a hand. And this is lightning. This is like a lightning bolt. We'll put the lightning bolt next to the tower, to this oil rig looking thing. Well, maybe it's a power tower. I'm going to put this ring next to the crown. How's that? How's that? There. Boom. Okay, so that's enough. Oh my gosh. Diamond painting for the day. So I'm going to take this tray, which I like it. It's not bad. There's a little, it's got a little diamond. So let's put the lid on. Or do I have to do this first? It's got like a little lip here. And then like that. That's not bad, it's not bad, but I really like this one because it says Cale. I really like that one. So, okay, so the AC is on anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sheet here. Oh, okay, so the Seraphina, I still have to do white on that one section. But I think what I'll do, since I was working on this, is find another sheet, another release sheet. Kind of just put it down like this. See if it'll stay. Kind of like that. And then that way I can come in. I want to get this section done here so that I can move up that way. That way. So let's make this picture bigger. Right, so you can see where this lower corner, that lower corner is where we're working. So it's got like the bluish purple, and then I was doing the greens here for those leaves. But when I go back up the other direction, I'm going to be on, it looks like, let me stand up. It's like when I get back to the other side. Let me bring it out here. Hold on. These flowers, the flowers coming down from her headpiece. I think that's where I'm going to start. That level. Right. So right underneath those little yellow green flowers that are coming down out of her hair is where I'll be starting that level. And it's really pretty. It's just like serious confetti. It's just not a quick mover as far as a project is concerned. This, if you're looking for a diamond painting project that's like quick and easy to get done with, this is not it. Neither is the Aquarius, the bubble flower. Yeah, so it's just not, you know. So anyhow, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get set up to do some gaming over on Twitch at Gaming with Cale. And because I did promise I would do some Caileadair gameplay when I got back from my trip. And then I will upload that to YouTube on the Gaming with Kale channel there, since I cannot figure out in Streamlabs how to get that to just simultaneously. It's like it doesn't see it as, I think you can only have like one YouTube channel to do that on. I don't know. I mean, I could test, but I don't know if it's going to work. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and my little group of followers. Spread the word, share the channel, share the video, like the video, and go ahead and give me a follow also over on Gaming with Kale if you're interested in gaming, and mostly just kind of casual, cozy gaming, nothing hardcore for this old lady. So I will see you next time. Have a great day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to the world, and let's try and make it a better place, and have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time.